How are you feeling? Need to take a break?
¿Con quién? O sea, entiendo que se ha puesto a hablar con Gallagher, ¿no?
The fool killed her. And the crime scene you witnessed was staged by her.
Fue montada por ella.
Of course, there's no such thing as true death on Penacony. For Robin, this is just a minor setback. That stage is called the Sweet Dream. Everyone upon it carries their own desires, striving to see them fulfilled. Yet when those desires intertwine and collide, the sparks that fly are dazzling, and clarity itself becomes obscured.
Realmente me gustaría que hubiera un botón de pausar, la verdad.
Before we continue, I have one more question. We've spent some time together, so at this moment, how do you feel about me? How delightful. A pity, though, because that's not the kind of feeling I was thinking about. How much are you willing to trust me? As a matter of fact, I've appeared in your memories before. And similarly, it was related to Penacony.
What?
By my measure, it's not bad at all. But talk is cheap, so let's keep going. When the time comes, if you still can't trust me, I'll give you plenty of time. I can take whatever criticism comes my way. Let's follow that train of thought and delve deeper. Even I don't know about your experiences in Dream's Edge. When I asked Firefly about it, she declined to give an answer. But judging from her expression, I believe it must have been a beautiful and
Esto es lo de la foto, lo de que de hecho están aquí. No sé si los veis. Están muy pequeñitos.
And Sparkle wasn't just here for fun.
Y luego Sparkle, te encuentras con Sparkle, etc.
She disguised herself as someone from your past, using every means possible to hint at the truth of the dreamscape. In the end, she simply sent you both deep into the dreamscape. What a kind-hearted fool she was. Thanks to her, you and Firefly managed to uncover a piece of Watchmaker Mikhail's past. And the dangers that lurk within. A memory zone meme, something unto death. At least back then.
Y conocemos a Black Swan.
With the help of a, let's say, graceful memo keeper lady, you managed to escape from there. But in the rush, you and Firefly got separated. And her experiences afterward might differ from what you remember.
Y obtuvo la primera muerte, Firefly. What?
See you next time. Hurry.
Don't worry, I've got you. How are you feeling? Passing through Memoria so suddenly always leaves you in a daze. That memo keeper had ulterior motives. She could have sent all of you away, but deliberately kept you behind.
What happened just now?
It's a memory zone meme. Some Penaconian legends mentioned it and called it death.
Se llama muerte.
I caught something unusual, but couldn't get a clear look at it.
But I saw it. In that instant, before it was about to strike, a reflection of another dreamscape appeared in its pupils. It was somewhat similar to the 12 hours, yet the atmosphere was completely different. What if death doesn't exist in sweet dreams? Or so they say. But what if that's not a lie? Perhaps death is just
Claro, ahora
sinking
nosotros
into
nos vamos a
deeper
enterar de
dreamscape.
qué pasó con Firefly para que acabara donde estuvo y muriera
Too
a través de la
bad.
muerte.
A nosy memo keeper had to show up. Next time we meet, leave it to me. I'll give her an experience she won't soon forget.
Every time you say that, it's always you who seems to be having fun. This time, try not to go overboard.
¿Esta vez?
It's not necessarily a bad thing. If I really do meet my end, I won't have a chance to tell them the truth anyway. Are they still around?
I can't sense them anymore. I'm afraid they must have gone back to reality.
Hold on. Still no good. I can't get in touch with Silverwolf in the primordial dreamscape. I left her a message. If
What?
she gets it, she'll help guide him back here. Or we could head back to reality first and get in touch with Silverwolf.
Hold on. Recklessly crossing through the dreamscape now would be far more dangerous than before.
What's the matter?
Death caused such a huge commotion that the omnipotent being within the sweet dream has turned its gaze upon this place.
Then aren't we...
We should be fine for now. Death has his attention. As long as we are careful, we won't be exposed. In fact, within this dreamscape, we might find a way to strike back against him.
Estoy perdiendo un poquito el rumbo, sinceramente. O sea, que la Dalia parezca tan de repente en la parte de Firefly es un poco raro.
Whatever it is, I believe it'll be of some use. Let's go look for it before they come back. It's that memory zone meme. Be careful.
Vale. No, no puedo poner a Dalia. Estaba viendo si podía ponerla, pero no. Ya digo, se me hace raro el cómo aparece de golpe. O sea, es como muy... Porque sí.
What's that? Firefly. Let's go and check it out.
Joder, qué confianza, ¿no? De repente.
From the traces nearby, it was Death's doing. But they... Did they really die?
Estos son los cuervos que utilizaba la familia, creo recordar. Con los que hablaba Sandy, ¿puede ser?
No, your conjecture is right. It's just that these birds weren't welcome in another dreamscape.
You've seen them before?
Yes, but that's what makes this so intriguing. The outcome of the battle was the complete opposite of what I expected. That reminds me, there's something important I still haven't asked you yet. Would you like to die together with me?
Ah.
Today? Not really.
I just love catching you off guard like that. It's adorable. Then, take a few steps back. I have a few conjectures. There might be some risk. If anything happens, don't worry about me.
What?
What are you...
Just as I thought.
So, what happened?
These ravens are the incarnation of the Dream Master Gopher Wood, that
Ahí está.
omnipotent being in the sweet dream. In front of him, even death has no strength to resist. The power I just released should have been enough for him to notice and deliver a fatal blow. Yet here we are, completely unharmed.
You know, you're quite similar to Blade sometimes. I mean, when you're staring death in the face.
O sea, no mentía, si todos estos recuerdos son ciertos, claro. O sea, no estaba mintiendo cuando decía que pertenecía a los cazadores de Sterion.
It's not relief I feel. I'm savoring a once-in-a-lifetime thrill.
If only it was just once for me too. But was it really him? If I remember correctly, the Dream Master's body was burned to ashes in a riot long ago. And he can now only sustain his life within the sweet dream.
Not only that, over the long passage of time, he has merged himself with every inch of Penacony's land. The title Dream Master doesn't mean he merely controls the dreamscape. Rather, it means he has already turned the dreamscape itself into his second body. In extreme cases,
por la cara, pero bueno.
he could probably burn all of Penacony to the ground. Though hopefully he wouldn't have the heart to do it.
We better act fast.
Easy now. We're safe for the time being. Maybe it's not that he doesn't want to act against us, but rather that he can't. At least, not yet. Lately, Gopher Wood has been claiming to be ill, never appearing in the 12 hours. Yet just recently, he buried his darkest crime deep within the dreamscape.
So, you're saying that burying this crime took a heavy toll on him, leaving a flaw in his supposed omniscience and omnipotence. That does sound
Es
plausible.
ocultar, creo que lo del
Could it have
Esterion
something to
que
do with the
está
Watchmaker's
encerrado en
legacy?
Colopelia, a lo mejor. Lo que se está refiriendo. Es posible. Claro, es que como tenemos este...
I don't think so. After all, that
O
secret
sea, realmente,
was branded
vuelvo a
as the
decir, estoy muy
darkest.
intrigado por la historia, por
And
con lo
perhaps
que...
the legacy is not
En plan de,
one
¿qué
alone.
coño nos vas a mostrar exactamente?
Only by seeing
¿Qué
it
hemos
for
pasado por
ourselves
alto
can
en
we
Colopelia?
know.
Que realmente, por cierto, la trama de Colopelia, hay que decirlo, que fue una fumada de 3 pares de pelotas, ¿eh? O sea, fue una fumada de 3 pares de pelotas. Hostia.
A mistake anyone could make. Setting up layer upon layer of security around a secret only ends up exposing its flaws. Why don't we give it a shot and build up some experience dealing with memes?
There won't be any new experiences. I'll activate Firefly Type 4 and end this quickly.
What a pity.
Te recuerdo que antes no
I
pudiste
would have
activarlo.
much preferred to see you in a pinch, so you'd have to rely on me all the more.
Bueno, que siga automático y ya está. Ya digo, me parece muy curioso el cómo están contando la historia, porque me parece muy curioso, la verdad, que nos cuenten de repente cosas que no sabíamos o que de repente se han... O sea, es como que han querido cambiar la historia. La han querido cambiar, o sea, en plan de... Porque sí que es cierto que durante la historia de Colopelia había unas cosas que decías, ¿qué ha pasado? ¿Qué ha pasado aquí? O sea... Sí que es cierto que había partes donde no entendías el qué coño había pasado, cómo habíamos llegado ahí. Y claro, si tenían esto pensado desde que hicieron Colopelia, o sea, es en plan de fumada tremenda. O sea, creo que podrían haberlo dejado para otro modo. Es que realmente la 3.0, la tercera temporada de Honkai Star Rail ha sido una fumada tremenda porque literalmente Ampharus ha acabado en la 3.7. O sea, durante toda la puta 3.0, durante todo el recorrido que tuvimos hasta la 3.7, ha sido full historia de Ampharus. O sea, realmente eso no suele ser así, suelen ser 2, 3 versiones, 2, 3, 4 versiones, cosas así, con la historia propiamente de la .0, ¿vale? Y luego ya ahí te vas a otra cosa, a los rellenos, etcétera y tal. Claro, que el relleno haya sido justamente después de haber terminado la historia de Ampharus, es que queda raro. Es que esto queda muy raro meterlo ahora, la verdad. Esto queda muy raro meterlo ahora, un recuerdo de repente de Colopelia, resolviendo a lo mejor ciertas dudas, etcétera y tal. Es, no sé. Lo de que la Dahlia, por ejemplo, pertenece de repente, porque les sale del orto, pertenece a los cazadores de Esterion, es un poco en plan de, ah, vale, se me cuida.
Clearly, Gopher Wood had help from a memo keeper. And since that light cone isn't in our hands, I fear we'll be returning empty-handed.
Is there really no other way?
We could try our luck, Perhaps the memo keeper helping Gopher Wood shares the same habits as me. I'll take a look, but don't get your hopes up.
Vale.
Pretty careless indeed. Just like an old friend of mine.
Ah, vale, que está aquí.
Looks like we're in luck. We found one of their contingencies. Do you have memories like that? A moment in time you never want to forget. One that you find yourself reliving over and over again.
Of course. More than just one.
What a shame.
Huh?
Don't take it to heart. I'm just imitating those annoying memo keepers. In their view, the more memory is recalled, the more likely it is to become distorted beyond recognition. Each time you recall a memory, you risk distorting its true face. That's how they justify the necessity of light cones. How tragic. They never understood the truth. The more eternal a thing, the more it stirs the desire to destroy it. But they weren't wrong about the present.
Sigue teniendo un poco la mentalidad de la vía de la
Even if Gopher
destrucción.
Wood were to come in
De la
person,
mansión del fuego.
he'd need to bring a specific light cone. His own memories can no longer be trusted. That's exactly why we have a contingency plan right in front of us.
But I haven't seen anything since just now.
Oh, sorry. Inside here, there must be some kind of gentle trigger that would help him recover his memories before they are subjected to distortion.
But for us, that's probably meaningless. Whatever triggers his memories would just seem bizarre and random to us. Still, let's go take a look inside. We might pick up some clues at least.
That's right. Go ahead. Every action brings joy.
O sea, algo...
And a price to pay.
Decía yo. O sea, algo no me convence de Dalia. O sea, la verdad, ¿eh? O sea, es en plan de... No nos está diciendo nunca toda la verdad. No nos está diciendo en ningún momento toda la verdad, yo creo. Es la voz de su compañero, ¿no? El 214.
Abide in glory forever.
Sí.
How can this be? AR 214. Is that really you?
You don't have to force yourself. I can take care of it.
No. It's okay.
Was it her that you saw when infiltrating Penacony?
Yes. I saw her fighting off the swarm. But it was just Memoria, and it vanished quickly. Silverwolf mentioned that Penacony had also faced a swarm invasion before. I kept telling myself that she was just passing by and lending a helping hand. And after everything was over, she had already left, safe and sound.
So this time, do you still want to know the answer?
Would it be any different? I really want you to tell me.
Esto no es
That
real.
this is not real. It's just Memoria. But thinking about it calmly, nothing can change it. A memory is ultimately something that's already happened.
You're more composed than I expected.
I wish I wasn't like this. She and I, we could be called friends. I wish I could just break down and cry for her, like any normal person would, to mourn her loss. But what surfaced in my mind was that one sentence. This is our predestined fate, and one day, I too shall meet the same end.
One day.
Not today. Though it's already too late, there are still other things I can do for her.
Maybe you should calm down first. Unfortunately, this isn't Memoria, but a real Glamoth Knight. Clearly, Penacony was her final destination.
Pero, vamos a ver, esto no lo entiendo lo que acaba de decir ahora mismo. Más que nada por el hecho de que, coño, están en Colopedia, pero están en el sueño. ¿Cómo coño puede haber algo real en el sueño? O sea, es en plan de, ¿cómo coño puede haber un cadáver? No lo entiendo del todo eso, aparte.
I'm surprised she made it to Penacony at all.
Oh, the Glamoth regulations. She broke those prohibitions?
Worse than that. She was the first and only deserter of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry. The Empire hadn't fallen yet, but she didn't want to accept a fate of dying in battle. So she left.
Dijo que quería elegir cómo morir.
She said she wanted to choose how she would die. We had a brief farewell, but I didn't stop her. I couldn't. Leaving the Glamoth Empire itself would quickly drain her life away. If we can't change the outcome, why should I stop her from making her own choice?
Quickly drain her life away. Oh, entropy loss syndrome.
Es lo que ella tiene, ¿no? Lo que tiene Firefly, nos dijo.
Yes, just like me. Leaving the cockpit without permission is strictly prohibited. Surviving knights must actively return to formation. These aren't just military regulations, they're the terms of our survival. When not piloting the Firefly Type 4, I must stay in the cryo sleep pod. Otherwise, my entropy loss syndrome will only get worse.
So, have you figured out the reason yet?
When he and Kafka found me, I had just finished my duties as a Glamoth Knight. My final battle. As a Glamoth Knight, the Empire fell, and all restrictions vanished. For the first time, green flames ignited upon my body. And for the first time, I touched the true path power that the Glamoth Knights wield.
La vía de la caballería de la hierro.
That's when I realized entropy loss syndrome is a death called living.
The propagation? That's the true source of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry's power?
Pero un momento, la propagación no es el enjambre, prácticamente, creo, recordar.
Yes, I've seen it happen. When the Swarm King dies, the Swarm completely loses its vitality and falls into silence.
Claro, es el
Just
enjambre.
like Glamoth's Iron Cavalry, they weren't given a sense of self. The moment they stray from the hive, they're already dead. The same goes for
HSR,
entropy loss syndrome.
pues llevamos un rato.
Could you help me take her away? I don't want to leave her here alone. After all this is over, I want to give her a proper burial, just like any normal person.
I'm happy to help.
Pero vuelvo a insistir, no estáis en un sueño.
She wanted to escape her fate, but in the end, she died fighting against the Swarm in Penacony. The detestable thing about destiny is that it brooks no defiance. Do you know her name?
When we parted, she had no name, just like me. But I hope, by the time she leaves this world, she will have found both a name and a purpose for her life.
Why did Gopher
sí.
Wood leave her here? No matter how much I think about it, everything he's scheming couldn't possibly be connected to the propagation. How deeply is your past intertwined with this place?
It's not clear yet. But obviously she had multiple fatal wounds on her body. She didn't die from entropy loss. Before we left, Kafka told me, in her view, dreams are inherently a convergence of the past. It's the same for everyone, no matter how much you want to avoid it. No matter what you're seeking, you can't avoid it. Perhaps she was right. However, the Dream Master's weakness has also given us an opportunity.
Good. Now then... Oh? Good news. It seems like we've got a few intruders in this dreamscape. Looks like Silver Wolf can still pick up signals from here after all.
That was fast.
Must be that Memo Keeper's guidance. Either she's lost her sense of restraint or got something nasty up her sleeve.
Let's go check it out.
Sigo diciendo, no me fío, ¿eh? No me fío de lo que dice Dariel, la verdad. No me fío nada. Oh, Acheron.
You aren't hiding anything, are you?
Great. He's okay too.
Hold on. There's a troublesome stranger here.
She looks familiar. She's...
Oh? You don't know?
Claro.
Some allegiances aside,
Espérate.
she's much
Claro,
more
la
dangerous
Dalia
than
se
the
la
Dream
conoce.
Master.
Claro, la Dalia se la conoce. O sea, Acheron antes de llegar a Colopelia, si mal no me equivoco, arrasó con la Mansión del Fuego.
When
O sea,
facing an emanator who walks in the nihility, we must always tread carefully, no matter when or where.
an emanator of the nihility. Was she ever mentioned in the script?
No. If it weren't for my father's death, I wouldn't have known about this either.
ah, ¿por qué la muerte de mi padre está entre comillas? O sea, entiendo que... entendería que pusiera entre comillas lo de mi padre. Pero que incluya la muerte... Ya dice mucho, ¿eh? Ya dice
Your
mucho.
arrival is timely. This dreamscape is fraught with danger. Since our destination is the same, how about we join forces? I can protect you from harm, but in the memory zone I'll need assistance from the Memo Keeper as well. And if we run into the family, it wouldn't hurt to have one more person to explain the situation.
Absolutely not. We need to keep her away from him.
¡Hácelos!
Shh, be careful. What's wrong? Right now, their journeying together is actually saving us a lot of trouble. I can sense it. Death has cast its shadow once again. It's close. And unless things change, they'll cross its path before long. That Mr. Stellaron is clearly unfamiliar with Memoria. And that arrogant swan, always mindful of appearances, is unwilling to show all her cards. Only with Acheron present can they cross beyond death.
Then all the more reason I should find them right now and tell them the truth. There's no need for another conflict with death.
But Black Swan is still here, with unknown intentions. If she chooses to twist the truth, you won't be able to convince the others. Here, a Memo Keeper's word carries more weight. No need to rush things. There's still time to reveal the truth later.
Absolutely not. Have you forgotten? As a Stellaron hunter, I have a 0-point mission. One that must be completed at any cost. If there's even the slightest chance that Acheron might draw her blade, I cannot let him be there.
¡Mamá! A ver, pero no, o sea, no tiene sentido esto. Más que nada por lo que acaba, coño, lo que ha dicho antes, o sea, quiero decir, El guión la mencionaba. O sea, ¿no la recuerda en el guión? Y de repente dice de que tiene que evitar que desenvaine delante... ¿What?
Oh. I thought you wouldn't care. Haven't you had enough of sacrificing yourself for duty?
My dream was destined to shatter from the start. But for them, it's still not time to wake up. Can I ask you for one more thing? There might be a way to have the best of both worlds, but I need to find death before them.
Ahora viene la escena que conocemos de la
That's not
primera
hard.
muerte.
It's still lingering in this domain, but a win-win solution?
I don't know for sure, but it's worth a shot. Maybe it's not always hostile. And even if it is, once I activate Firefly Type 4, I can quickly subdue it. But if we're dealing with the worst case scenario, Elio once said that I would face death 3 times in Penacony. And for this first death, I want to decide how it comes.
I just hope that reunion a moment ago didn't rattle you. Go on ahead. I've burned a hole through the memoria that'll take you straight to the meme. Better hurry, though. It might not stick around in one place for long.
Got it. Thank you.
Y vuelvo a repetir, aquí está.
Could it have already left?
Aquí está la escena que nosotros conocemos, que hace la primera vez que se cumple la primera muerte. Viene por aquí luego. Trazacaminos y Acheron.
Nothing strange here either. Wait, it's right here. I need to end this quickly.
Watch out! A dangerous presence lurks nearby.
Already? There's no time. Then it's fine, it's fine. At least I get to choose how to die. That alone is great. Besides, this is just a dream. So it won't hurt that much.
Claro, ella realmente no está ahí.
This
Volvemos a
is just
repetir.
my first death. I still have plenty of time to fulfill the promise we made together.
Es la misma escena, literal. La verdad, cuando veis esta escena de primeras es en plan de ¿qué cojones, hermano? ¿Y se pira? Pero no la ha matado.
To recall at least some of what comes next. She hoped to reveal the truth of the dreamscape to you through her own death. At the moment she was impaled, even the emanator of the nihility would falter, blade wavering in hesitation. That was her way of securing the best of both worlds. Unfortunately, fate still played a cruel trick on her. The memoria transformed so quickly that she didn't even have a chance to explain. After that, she arrived at Dreamflux Reef, land of the exiles, the true Penacony. The family went to great lengths to conceal its existence, using death as their justification. However,
ahora nos explicarán por qué pudo literalmente volver. O sea, que no luego a Firefly, en la historia de Colopelia, nos la volvemos a encontrar que está con el traje y todo esto, y de repente deshace el traje y es Firefly. Y sabéis ya quién es. Y te revela que es de los cazadores de Ethereum y todo esto.
Fortunately, a kind and caring lady was still watching over her. I reached out to help once
Sí, todo está visto a través de los recuerdos de Firefly.
Her worst fears didn't materialize. Death retreated on its own, allowing you all to escape unscathed. After that, guided by Black Swan, you tried to uncover the truth behind Firefly's death. However, as you must have noticed, be it losing contact with her companions, or the embarrassment of being unable to activate her mech, those Memoria illusions were clearly left behind when she infiltrated Penacony from the memory zone.
Claro, esto lo
But
vimos
that hardly matters.
y no sabíamos que era el pasado, era el
Because of
inicio, y
Black
realmente era el
Swan's
inicio de
blunder,
Fire.
Firefly gained the precious time she needed. When she appeared before you again, she was already
Ahí
using
está.
a different identity. That
Nos la
encounter
encontramos
stirred
como
the
Sam.
whirlpool of destiny, causing many paths to converge. And after you left,
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand? I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're
Que uno
no
era
different.
diferente, la descubrió.
You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
El esclavo del destino.
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. Now it's my turn to ask. Who exactly are you?
Why ask when you already know the answer?
What?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. I know who is inside that cold armor. Therefore, I can sense it. You know who I am. You know this blade, and the meaning that lies behind it. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. You shouldn't know so much. Lost self-annihilator.
Autodestructora perdida, lol.
Like I said, my memory isn't great, so you needn't worry. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in telling you. On Penacony, Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. The Astral Express is not
Esa era
your
la función que
enemy.
tenía, sí.
If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about the dreamscape.
Already on it. Before we part ways, let me give you a piece of advice. No matter which path you and I walk, death is the inevitable finale. Even if we say farewell in the mortal realm, we shall have one final reunion when Terminus ascends to godhood once more. And the same holds true on Penacony.
I've already been to the Dreamflux Reef. It's not a secret that's hard to uncover.
Well, I'm afraid you have yet to realize just how awake you truly are.
¿Y lo consciente?
It is precisely because life dares to slumber that they can awaken.
Ascends to godhood once more. Even if she's an emanator, she shouldn't.
Un pasado
After
distante
today,
resurge.
Japella's
Esto
name
también lo
will
vimos.
disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams, Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Thanks. I hope. Huh? A phone call? At a time like this?
No me suena a mí esta parte.
You can turn him down. You know what I mean.
But Elio said I'm the perfect candidate.
Candidate. So Elio finally came to a conclusion.
Yes, he said he saw the fourth fate clearly, and there won't be any more surprises. He also chose me as the last survivor. Just like him.
Which path is it?
The Nihility. After it engulfs everything, I must be the last survivor. Giving my all to turn the tide.
How ruthless.
However, it's a bit different from the other three. Before that, I have other matters that need my attention. If possible, I must prevent him from being tainted by the power of Nihility. Even the slightest trace of it. After all, everything he carries is not only heavier, but also
Lo que él
more
lleva.
precious.
El estéreo.
If possible is a bit vague.
I suppose, if it comes to that, even if I have to die for it, I cannot run away.
In the future that Elio foresaw, we never had an ending. But I still have a chance to wrestle back from fate the right to have a beginning.
Poco después, en el Hotel Fantasía.
Your guest room in reality is surprisingly modest. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other
De
one
Ifrit.
is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in the land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms.
Ahora, a ver si lo entiendo, macho. O sea, ahora mismo estamos viendo recuerdos de la banda de erradicación, la mansión del fuego eterno, ¿vale? O sea, es en plan, es un grupo de como los cazadores de Sterion, para que nos entendamos. Que Acheron literalmente como que los erradicó, no sabría decir si tuvieron mala suerte o qué cojones pasó, pero bueno, Acheron supuestamente como que eliminó ese grupo. por así decirlo, Dahlia pertenecía a ese grupo, supuestamente. Y se acabó después de lo de Acheron, se unió a los cazadores de Therion. O sea, es en plan de... ¿Y ahora lo que estamos oyendo son los últimos recuerdos de eso?
Children of the Flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
¿Con quién está hablando, tío, realmente?
What happened?
Oh, no puede leer los recuerdos.
The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... It's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Dahlia.
Who are you?
Ahí está.
Who are you?
It's... No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the Banquet Star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Cut the mystical act. I'm absolutely certain you're not thousands of miles away. In that primordial memory zone, my acuity was blocked at every turn. I thought it was because of the family, but it turns out there
¿Esto
was
es
a colleague
antes
present.
o después?
What
Entiendo que es
brings you
después, o sea.
here?
My, how aggressive. Are you backed into a corner? Or have you figured something out? What could bring Constance of the Everflame Mansion here?
That's your fatal flaw, mysterious cremator. The Annihilation Gang has always operated in plain sight, with no secrets among its members. And Duke Inferno has never had an offspring named Constance.
Oh? Are you so sure? What if I'm just too capricious and can't help but betray anyone?
That's impossible. The Antimatter Legion has been after her this whole time.
Aren't you the same? The Garden of Recollection launched 14 pursuits trying to erase me. And in that final one, I died right in front of you, didn't I?
It really is you.
No acabo de entender muy bien esta conversación, la verdad.
To interrupt another's reunion. Such a graceless act. But by all means. After this, we'll have ourselves a nice long talk about your ingratitude, my dear cellmate.